Good morning, dear viewers, wherever you're watching Lumen TV from. We are on Facebook and on YouTube and on channel 101 on Topstar Decoder. My name is Sidin Mwamainda and you are watching Lumen. This day we have a number of stories, but also a well beefed up set comprising Messi Mushanga and Vincent, who was not too well, is back today. Vincent, welcome back to Lumen this day.
Thank you so much, Sydney, and welcome viewers.
Great. Messi Mushanga making a second appearance on Lumen this day. We are happy to have you.
Thank you very much. Hopefully this is my grand finale.
What do you mean?
Good morning, our dear viewers,
Politics.
and thank you for joining us. No, it's not politics. I'm just saying.
Okay, so dear viewers, last time we are on this set, we had a story that we did not talk about, and we mentioned we were almost trying to end with it, but a few technicalities failed us. However, we continue with the story of Ruby's filling station, the robbery that happened there. Then we'll hear from one of the PSs, or the permanent secretaries from Central Province, talking about how to utilize government funds, but also the road traffic accidents that have happened in the, is it the second quarter?
Yes,
What do they call it? Second quarter?
The second quarter, yes. The second quarter of the year.
Yes. Yeah, and some sports, Vincent, is it?
Yeah, I hope so.
You are shy to talk about the bashing.
Yeah, the bashing was too much. Of course, we can talk about it in a positive way.
In a positive way.
Yes.
Okay. So let's begin, colleagues, with the Ruby's filling station, the robbery that happened there, which ended in a death. What updates do we have, and what else can we say, or what can we say about the sad reality?
Yeah, of course, it was a sad. I actually didn't watch what you talked about last time, but I think it was really a sad situation because a life was lost, and another one, of course, seriously injured and hospitalized. But I think the good news is that the one that was hospitalized is recovering very well. The last time we checked, I think we're told that he's able to talk and able to walk around, which is, I think, a good sign, a good road to recovery. But the other sad reality is that upon hearing the death of the one that died, the grandmother also collapsed and died, which is, I think, a very, very sad situation also. And I think we should also be aware that the same, a month before that happened, the husband to the late also died in an accident. So I think this is really a sad situation on the family of the lady. And of course, we were told that she left behind three children. So I think it is really a sad development. But on a very, very good note, I think we also have to note that the bandits, 8 of them were arrested. There was a CCTV footage that I think went viral, and in that footage, I think we saw the guard for the same filling station also involved in the robbery, and yeah, he was identified, and they have been arrested. 8 of them have been arrested, which is a very, very good situation. Maybe I think what we should talk about here is also the use of the CCTV cameras in institutions, even homes. I think
very important.
Very, very important, because I think those were able to be identified because because of the CCTV footage that was brought forward. So I think those are some of the very, very important things that we should not forget. And I think another thing also to look at is the security conscious the people that are working in these institutions, especially where they keep a lot of money, like filling station, banks, and so on, and they're working awkward hours. I think the people that are working in those institutions should be taught on how to take care of themselves, how to behave when they are attacked by bandits. Because I think if you look at that situation that happened, of course, the person that was involved is someone who actually know an insider very well. Yeah, an insider. And I think if they are told how to handle themselves, I think maybe two would have gone to those extent where one even lost their life. Because usually when bandits come, they will not take time to even try to kill and so on. They will quickly trying to get the money and leave the place. But they were able to do that because they knew that they were known, of course, and if those who are left alive, there will be witnesses to whatever happens afterwards. So I think a lot of education should be also be taken to the people that are working, especially in those institutions.
We almost wanted to speak at the same time. You can
so
go ahead.
I wanted to say what Mr. Piri is saying is correct, but then in this situation, I think in the video we are seeing one of the guards, I think there were two of them, because we could hear voices who was asking, what about, I think Boniface or something, was he working? Then the other one said, no, he was off. So it's like both guards were there. I think that's the reason it was easy for them to do everything they did. I saw them trying to open the safe, which they were unable to, and then we saw the other one stepping on the other guy who was his side, then the guy hitting. So in this case, even if they were taught techniques, I believe it would have been very difficult for them to fight, because the people who attacked them are people they trusted. So obviously, even bringing them inside, it was very easy. Someone would maybe ask, can you come and assist me with this? Then they went ahead to assist them. So I think when the person who is attacking you is a friend, it's very difficult to defend yourself, because there are people that we like trust. Yeah.
The footage you guys were watching, did these people disguise themselves? Did they put on anything? I'm asking this question because we have some kind of luck here in that one of the people has managed to survive. And so if they didn't put on anything on their faces, masks to hide themselves, then this person will simply give all the information, and then supported by, of course, CCTV. So I think these guys should be punished really heavily. I heard in other circles people are even discussing bringing back the death penalty into our statutes, but I don't think that would be a topic of another day. But very sad that people who obviously these people are talking every day, and then we're living in a situation now, they're making us afraid. You are chatting with people every day and they're planning evil on you, something like that, as if because they were all workers. None of them was like the owner of a filling station. They are all workers. It's sad actually. Very sad. Yeah, we only hope that there'll be speedy interrogations, investigations, and we reach a conclusion that will make some people learn lessons from what happened.
We hope if there are more than 8, all of them should be arrested. And if they are the only ones, that we hope that those that have been arrested should be taken to book and face the full
wrath of the law.
Full wrath of the law, so to say.
Okay. So, friends, we also have a story of the leaked audio of purported to be that of Honorable Robert Chavinga, which from I'm seeing here, the mass newspaper of today. It is actually the headline. There are some graphics of audio, and also a headline that reads "Audio Lands in SA Court," and the subtitle there: Lungu family reports the leaked bribery plan audio to the South African High Court. But anyway, let's come back to this story later. But for now, maybe let's go to Southern Province. We see, or to Central Province, we see a video of the PS there who was talking to council secretaries on how to use government funds. There you are, dear viewers.
So I don't know, colleagues, comrades, I do not know how we go to sleep with such kind of situations. When you know this resource is not yours, you pocket it, you go and acquire an automobile, you go and build a house, you go and acquire that from money that is not yours. Money that is supposed to be used to awaken, to ameliorate the lives, the sufferings of those children that are failing to work with us.
Central Province Permanent Secretary decided to put a speech written for him aside during the official opening of the mid-term performance review for all local authorities across Central Province in Mokoshe district, and spoke with passion from his heart.
Haven't we heard that at times we are tempted to use the sector grant account to help ourselves? Haven't we heard that sometimes we go and look for farms from money that is not ours? We go and look for property from money that is not ours. Haven't we heard that at times we go and look expensive girlfriends from the money that is not ours? Haven't we heard that we buy expensive automobiles from the money that is not ours?
Throughout his address to council secretaries, director planning and other participants, Dr. Monakampo emphasized on need to put resources government is providing to better the lives of the critical mass.
How are we husbanding those resources that we are receiving on daily, on monthly basis, on quarterly basis? How are we disbursing those resources? How are we husbanding those resources? I'll never get a coin that I have not worked for in this government. I'll never, not me.
Will the central message be taken and ensure that resources are not misused by those privileged to be in certain positions in local authorities? Joseph Siambihi reporting, Prime TV News. Mokoshe.
Dear viewers, Mr. or Dr. Miuna Mwanakampe there, Central Province PS, says, I'll never get money which I have not worked for and use it for my own advantage or my own businesses and whatever. Viewers, you are free to make a comment wherever you are watching us from or you are following this program from. Make your comment also on the stories that we have, and let us look at these stories together, because we are not the sole experts, but we are trying to just ask questions with these topics that we find and see what is it that society ought to maybe learn more from stories that go around. So, Dr. Monakampe there, Miuna.
Yeah, well, I think these are stories that we may be familiar with. We hear a lot of money being taken from government and used for personal uses and so on. And we've seen people amass a lot of wealth out of government resources, which of course are supposed to be to help the people out there, and one individual ending up having all that money. I think this is what Mwanakampo is trying to say, and of course he's clear, and I think he's so passionate about it, and he's saying like you said, Sydney, he will not get not even a single ngwe from government, and which is not his, and use it for his personal things. Yeah, of course, I think that's actually something very good that is trying to remind the people, because I think this is something that has gone it is developing every time, every government. We've seen this situation always happening. So I think it's good that he is talking about it. But I think what remains to be seen is are the people listening and the people changing. So I think slowly but surely, I think these things should be talked about, and we hope that people should start changing slowly.
People should start changing slowly, but also I think in my case, much as yes, the PS there is talking to the council secretaries in that midterm review, but also I think we are in a democracy, and it's not just upon those people who serve in government, but also the people themselves to be vigilant on these resources that because at the end of the day, the resources that government has are the people's resources. Yeah. So we need to be questioning. We've said time and again that there's a lot of money that is put into CDF. And if people are doing, for example, short works, and we are the people who they serve in the communities, and then you see people are doing a very, for example, drainage that is not worth the amounts that they are telling us. We need to question. When we see them making drainages or whatever, we go there, we ask. We see them building, maybe is it a clinic, a health center, a school block, we ask, so how much did this cost? Okay, you are buying sand there. We've heard that no, you are buying this sand at 1 million. But meanwhile, us when we get that tipper, it is 1,000 kwacha. But why are you buying at this? So sometimes it is us people because we are some kind like maybe asleep. So the PS is doing his job at that level, but we need also as a people to be vigilant, to ask, because it is our money, and we need to understand that it is our money. It is not government money. Yeah. It is our money. So we need to see that this money is put to good use. Time and again, the work that goes around in these compounds, in these constituencies where we come from, where we stay, is shoddy. Yeah. And people are paid every day. Yeah, you see women digging drainages with a hoe. So drainage. I can literally put one leg in that drainage and the other one up, and I'm walking free. What kind of a drainage is that?
I think this is a type of education that should maybe start as early as possible. You know, when people are young, they are being taught about some of these things, because I mean, when you grow up, you are believing something else, and then
you are believing that stealing is normal.
Stealing is normal. You can go to someone, you give them a 2 kwacha, and then they give you a favor and so on, and it's like it's normal. But when you grow up now, you realize that no, that was actually corruption. And I mean, it's after you have learned, you have gotten used, you have even gotten good skills to do it, and then suddenly you are told that no, this is actually not right. And then I think it's good that he is talking about it, but I think it should also start from as low as when people are still very young, so that they grow up with it. I think the Bible says, teach up a child in a way that it should grow, and they will not depart from it. So I think it should start when they are very young, and when they grow, of course, they will not depart from it.
I think what you have said is correct. But what I would also say is, in as much as maybe you teach someone to grow up in a good way, in most cases, when I'm not in that position, I'm actually, I would be very good to say, I would never do this, I would never do this. But money is sweet. Once you have money, probably you would even forget your morals. So I think it's always important to do what we preach, and also to respect the intentions of the donor.
Yeah, no, I get you there, but look, if you grow up knowing that bribery is bad, stealing is bad, even if money is sweet, I mean, what is wrong is wrong. you grow up knowing that this is not good, and so you will not, even if the money is sweet. I mean, we all know that money is sweet, but if you have grown up, you've been brought up in such a way that you know that this is how we acquire wealth and so on, and you will not take shortcuts because this is how you've been brought up.
No, it's possible, but also I think when you're not in that position, it's just, for example, when we put you as a leader and then we tell you to control or maybe to direct us on how we're supposed to do things, you would put and then we would follow. But maybe once I'm in that position, because now I'm the one in charge, I would obviously do things the other way. So until one is in that position, I think that is the only time we can say truly they are going to practice what they are telling us. We all grew up. There's no parent that would maybe raise a child and telling them stealing is good. Is good. They all teach us, but then we all go bend on our way. So it's just always important to do what we preach and always to respect the intentions of the donors.
So thefty is a crime, and so if people are stealing, what I would want to say, especially for those that are in government, is that whenever there is proper evidence that someone has stolen, be it a one kwacha, can they be arrested? And it should start not only when people are out of government, but when they are in government. If they steal, because they steal when they are in government, but we see most of these cases coming up when they are out. So can the law start taking its course when people are still in government? And can people stop stealing from our resources? Let us move quickly to the story of the leaked audio. I wanted to say audio, visual, whatever, but the audio purported to be the voice of Honorable Chabinga. I'm saying purported because we have no evidence.
No.
Yeah, and we are living in the world of AI. Anything is possible.
It is still developing anyway.
Yes.
We're still trying to follow it and see where it is going.
So what is in there is what we can talk about, because some people may not have heard about this, and we just stated it and we just speaking about it as if everyone else knows.
Mr. Piri.
I
think you're our source.
Okay, there's a purported audio that leaked, and unfortunately it was a conversation between allegedly conversation between Chabinga and what's the lady again? I think you reminded me of camera.
Yes, I heard she's the wife to the brother to GBM or something.
Yeah. So there was this conversation that was going on, and the conversation was that Chabinga was called to go and secure the mortal remains of the late president in South Africa, and in a way that they should bribe the judge and secure the mortal remains. And of course, Chabinga has come out, and he said that was actually not his voice, but it was AI generated. And I think this has created a lot of debate among the netizens, because of course this was happening on social media, and people are saying no, that was him, and so on and so forth. So this is where we are right now, and of course AI is there, and people heard the voices. People are saying, does AI speak in Bemba? Because some of the conversations there in the audio were actually in the native language of Bemba. So
and does AI speak with food in the mouth? Because at some point you could hear someone eating,
and so on. Yeah. So I think those are the questions that people are asking. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wish we had time. We are going to call one man who told us he's studying, doing lessons in AI on the Copper Belt. I think next time we'll call them and ask them those questions. We'll say, does AI speak in the local language, or there's a sound sometimes.
Yeah,
but I saw
from
someone
the
was
I
saying
know.
someone was saying it is possible. I heard someone saying it's possible. You just for example, you speak I want you to use this language. And there was one time also I was typing something and asked AI to maybe improve it. I was told if you want me to put it in local language, I can do it, but I didn't go to that option.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
For speech, there's what they call in IT as cloning. Yeah, and the cloning, of course, not all languages, of course, yeah, but there are quite a number of languages that you can use to clone voices. And yeah, with advancement, we don't know, maybe even Bemba can you can do that. But there are these robots that people have come up with, and you can speak to it, and it speak exactly the way like a puppet.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are also those kind of situation where you are able to do that, but mimicking exact voices and so on, that's another question that comes into play.
The other question we should have is, what is local language? I remember there's a video that went around. They used the AI to put in question the Holy Father Pope Leo. Yeah, because when he started, even now, he uses English at times. So they did that and said he was replying to one of the African leaders, and Vatican said no, the Pope didn't do that. So we can, because we are not Italians, in Rome they use Italian, so we can say maybe English is vernacular to them, but AI was able to do it. Yeah. So if it can also do Italian, maybe, but maybe for this case, like you said, it is just developing. Let us see where it goes, this story. I saw the Must newspaper headline I just read. They are saying the leaked audio has been taken to the courts in South Africa by the family. So let's see how this develops, but let's be careful. And I saw on the page of Honorable Chavinga, he has said he is going to do litigations of those who are circulating the audio and everything, and he has cautioned some people that the long arm of the courts who catch up with them and the like. Yeah. So just in the interest of time, maybe in a way, I know you dealt with this on sports. The bashing of the Copper Queens. Messi, last time we were here, you said the Copper Queens will win by 2-1.
Is it by 2-1? By
2-1. It ended up 5-0, my dear. So sad. Vincent, you said you have some positive things to talk about. Just briefly, we are being signaled that time.
Yeah, I think briefly is that I think Nigeria studied the Zambian team very well. They knew exactly where to pin Zambia. Of course, they had better players in terms of player for player. Of course, we have got our best two players, Barbara Banda and Rachel Kuntanachi. But I think if you compare with the Nigerians, I think from the goalkeeper to the last player you can think of, were far much better than the Zambians.
So you are saying the language that our coach is saying, that there are, I don't know how many millions in terms of population. Zambia is just maybe 20 plus million. So Zambia doesn't have talents or a very good pool from where to draw, whatever. And people have questioned her. They are saying when she was coming, she said Zambia has talent. Now she has turned 90 degrees and she's facing the other direction and blaming us. Colleagues, in the interest of time, someone keeps on pointing at me. We bring to the end of today's Lumen this day. Thank you very much. Those of you who've been following us, you've written from Kasama, from Libala. Thank you very much for joining us. Next time, we ask you to send your comments to the stories that we have. And thank you very much for following us and for watching Lumen TV. Zambia, in particular Lumen this day. Continue watching all our programmings, and for today, bye.